Gary Neville has slammed Oasis star Noel Gallagher for commenting on Manchester when he lives in London. The guitarist is a lifelong Manchester City fan but moved to the capital in the 1990s.
Gallagher, 56, has often been spotted at the Etihad to watch Pep Guardiola's side. He was even caught on camera refusing to do the Poznan, which made him stick out of the crowd.
That has not stopped the Manchester United legend having a pop at the rock and roll star. Neville, 49, told the BBC, "H has been a big part of Manchester's history, but he lives in London.
Read more on FROTBALLSTAIRWAY to Devon Rooney nears management return with legend in contention for new role. Camper win a VW camper van or £40,000 cash alternative from just 71p with our discount. Do you know what I mean, Noel? Don't talk about man. You live in London. You live in Knightsbridge, or wherever it is. Hampstead, wherever he lives, you know what I mean.
You can start talking about Manchester. 25 years H has not been here. He comes once a year for that trophy parade. I saw him on Sunday, actually. Most read in football bet agony heartbroken footy fan misses out on £800,000 win after cashing out bet too early. Stairway to Devon Rooney nears management return with legend in contention for new role. Touch and go to call frontrunner for Man United job and joins axed Pochettino on shortlist. Greal deal Bayern Munich lineup sensational swoop for Grealish under ex-City star company casino special. Best casino welcome offers. Neville has not moved half the world away, having been born in Bury.
He has remained in Greater Manchester and moved to the city centre after a stint in Bolton with his wife, Emma, and daughters Molly and Sophie. Noel Gallagher's BBC interview amid Man City title celebrations took a surprisingly Irish turn. The pair's teams will go head-to-head in the FA Cup final tomorrow at Wembley.
It could be a sad song for Man United should they lose the match, with Erik ten Hag's job potentially on the line. Fans will tune in from all around the world for the second consecutive Manchester derby in the final.
Man City came out on top last year with a 2-1 scoreline thanks to a brace from İlkay Gündoğan. United fans won't look back in anger if the team is able to take revenge on their rivals this time.
Diogo Dalot has hailed the club's supporters and admitted it has not been deserved throughout this season. Why Man United must win FA Cup? Erik ten Hag says Manchester United must pay back their world-class fans with an FA Cup triumph after their awful league season, writes Tom Balke.
United came 8th, which was their lowest ever finish, despite winning 2-0 on the final day at Brighton. They also came away from a miserable campaign with a negative goal difference, but still can win a trophy when they take on Manchester City in next week's cup final. United came 8th, which was their lowest ever finish, despite winning 2-0 on the final day at Brighton. They also came away from a miserable campaign with a negative goal difference, but still can win a trophy when they take on Manchester City in next week's cup final.
The away fans roared themselves hoarse just as they have done all term despite the poor results. Boss Ten Hag said, "We have the best fans in the world and I mean this. I have never had this experience when you have a season like us, which is by far not good enough, that the supporters are with us.
They are with us in the bad season and in bad times they are there. I think also they know why the bad times are there. But we have to pay them back and we have to do everything to give them a trophy next week, but also for the future, we have to perform better."
United won thanks to late goals from Diogo Dalot and Rasmus Højlund. But for the second game running, Højlund began the match on the bench as United opted for a false nine, in a hint over how United will set up in the cup final. That was how they played in March's 3-1 defeat to City at the Etihad in the League, too.
Ten Hag added, "It's a luxury problem. Both formations can be a success because we can set up like we did at the Etihad where we were a threat with movement in behind. But of course with Rasmus Højlund in this form it's absolutely a consideration and a thought that we have to consider.
You need not only 11 players in a tough final but a bench as well." Højlund's tally now stands at 16 goals in his maiden season after the 21-year-old arrived from Atalanta for £72 million last summer. Reflecting on the Danes' campaign, Ten Hag observed, "It could always be better, but don't forget he had 3 injuries this season.
He came in with the injury, missed the start, then he got injured before winter and then he got injured after winter. So every time that broke his rhythm, and if you then shoot 16 goals for the first season it's okay.
And it's not over, we have to play the FA Cup final." Man United transfer news live, all the latest deals and rumours from Old Trafford.